Everything is off kilter. I just spat all over my screen.
I'm Seth.
And I'm Drew.
And this is
Nerd Feeding the Nerd.
Let's talk about something a little more relatable. And when I say relatable, not relatable at all if you're like under the age of 27. What are some hobbies, Drew, that you, and I feel like this could go on forever. What's a hobby that you've picked up that you like abandoned very quickly? Like, I know you and I have both been like impulsive consumers and just been
the ADHD.
Just gone all in, gone hard on something, and it been like didn't come to fruition. Like,
well, I am proud to say that I just recently rekindled my love for 3D printing. So that's something.
Okay.
Because otherwise, dude, like that, I mean, that, I you know, it was bad. It was bad. Like I, you know, spent all this time. I mean, that was like a lockdown thing, you know? Wow. Okay. So wood carving, I have like chisels and files, and before I got like a microplane grater for like zesting, those were for woodworking. I think they still are like primarily used for woodworking. Yeah, so definitely didn't continue that.
Did you just try to long jump on top of that roof?
Yeah, dude, I don't know how to get up to that roof if I'm being for real.
Do you need me to look something up for you?
Yeah. I mean, I guess.
What's the name of this episode? We'll put our hobby thing on hold.
This is Wet Dry World. To town for red coins.
We'll go to town for red coins.
And it's this mamma jamma up here. Like I'm on the struggle bus. I can't seem to get my rhythm right with this cage because it's angled.
Well, let me give it to you. When you enter the level with the water at the highest point, you begin the mission on top of a square wooden platform floating on the water. Turn slightly to the right to see a large cage directly in the corner of the stage. Swim over to the cage and jump out of the water to hop over and enter the cage. Take a deep breath and dive down, going through an underground tunnel, which leads to a completely new section of the stage. Resurface to catch your breath and get ready for the red coin hunt. Okay.
Yeah.
Head back underwater to reach the floor of the area directly beneath the tunnel entrance you came through to find Diamond Water Switch. Hit it, and it completely drains the area of water. Let the water drain before you go after the first red coin. If you're facing the tunnel entrance, to your right is a building with another building just right of that. Wall jump off the wall of the first building to reach the top of the second building. Up top, you'll find a red brick block that you can ground pound to reveal red coin number 1. From the rooftop, you can turn around and jump onto the walls that surround the center of the town area. There are 2 more red brick blocks at the top of those walls that you can smash to reveal 2 more red coins.
Yeah, got those.
Drop from the previous coin's location and run to the corner of the area ahead, directly across from the corner with the tunnel entrance. At the corner is a small gap between the wall that surrounds the whole town and the wall of one of the tall buildings. To reach the top of the tall building, perform a series of wall jumps back and forth until you reach the top. At the top is another red brick block with red coin number 4. On the rooftop nearby, you'll see a 5th red brick block.
Yeah, I think I got those.
Jump over to it and smash the block to gain coin number 5.
It's that one, dude.
In a rooftop nearby, you'll see a 5th red brick block. Jump over to it and smash the block to gain.
Yeah, I think like I said, I only have 1 coin left, and it's right there.
Drop back down to the floor level and run across the other side. There's a tall building next to the tall cage. The gap between the cage and that building is small enough that you can wall jump between them and reach the top. Get to the top and ground pound the red brick. That's number 6.
All right.
Okay.
Welcome to the next 25 minutes, folks.
Well, okay. If you're just now tuning in, Drew is struggle bussing to get to 100 stars on Super Mario 64. we're role playing, if you will, that he spent the night at my house last night. We're just, we just woke up this morning. We're playing a little bit of Mario. We're talking about stuff. The subject of the segment is hobbies that we really got excited about and ditched almost immediately. Drew's was 3D printing, but he has recently rekindled it, so that's good.
Yes.
Very positive, Drew. Very good use of your investment. You didn't sell all of it and get out of it immediately. I, on the other hand, decided one time that I wanted to get into photography. And rather than, I've always challenged the status quo, moved at the beat of my own drum, been a little bit of a pariah, if you will. And I was like, I'm not just going to get a digital camera. I'm going to get really into film photography.
Oh, gross.
And not just...
I mean, it's fine if you like that, but yeah.
Well,
okay.
not just film photography. I got really into a hyper-specific camera called a Holga camera. Are you familiar?
I am not. Dude, I don't know nothing about cameras.
So a Holga camera is a plastic toy camera. I want to say they originated in Japan, which is where all hipster trends originate. Really big in the Urban Outfitters, scene.
Of course.
You could buy a Holga camera at an Urban Outfitters at one point. Maybe you still can. But basically, the pictures that they take are kind of terrible in terms of light leaks in, and because they're toy camera, they're technically toys for little kids. But as time went on, they took, people learned that there's kind of this artisticness to it. Very I don't know, just name some artist. Very avant-garde or something.
Sure.
So I'm like, oh, this is cool. So I bought not only did I buy a Holga camera, I had to buy a modded Holga camera. Because that's my toxic trait. I always have to have everything modded. So I can be like, yeah, no, I use a Holga, but it's actually modded. Yeah, dude, I think I had pictures developed one time. I think that's the extent of my Holga camera picture taking. I had them developed and they sucked. The pictures sucked.
Sure.
And so rather than work at it and try to get good at it and nice, dude.
Yeah, it wasn't the one that I was going for.
Because you're after the red coins, right?
Yeah, but
I'll still take that as a win. Let me give you a little. Feel good about yourself. Yeah, dude. So film photography with Holga cameras. Then I got so I was like, okay, this Holga thing's not working out. I'm gonna double down, and I bought a God, I forget what it's even called. A something plex, basically this camera from the 40s, and again back into film. Yeah, and it was just dumb. It was just a big money suck, and I wasted a lot of money doing it, and then I did not recoup said money when I abandoned it. Sure. And that's the story of a lot of different hobbies for me throughout the years. I'm trying to think of another good example. That was probably maybe the worst one because it was really kind of oddball.
Yeah, no, I get you.
But yeah, hobbies that we went all in on and it quickly abandoned. You know what hobby we didn't abandon, Drew, that we can hang our hat on is this channel.
That is true. That is true, dude.
I don't know if people in your life. Let's get a little inspirational here. I don't know if people in your life gave you the business about this, but there was people in my life that were kind of eye rolly when I said I was starting a YouTube channel with my best friend.
Sure.
Oh yeah, he'll abandon that. As though to say he'll abandon that, in a month or so. And it's been almost 3 years, y'all.
Yeah.
So if you haven't, subscribe, no matter what platform you're on, no matter where you're at, hit the subscribe button. We go live every single week. Drew cuts these up into episodes. So if you miss a stream, you're in luck because you can just watch it episodically.
Yeah.
If we have some funnies, we'll put out some shorts, some little short formats. So while you're scrolling on the toilet, you can get a little giggle from Nerdlating the Nerd. We're playing Super Mario 64 right now while we just go down a list of things that we want to talk about while we hang out on these stream days. But we're going to play some other Nintendo titles. I don't want to announce anything yet, but Drew's only 11 stars away from hitting 100. And once we hit 100, we're moving on to a new title.
Yes. Is this it?
So I'm going to move on from that. Do you have any other hobbies that you want to tell the fine folks at home about that you were like so stoked about, but you abandoned? You talked about 3D printing, but that's a bad example because you still 3D print now. You reeled it back in.
I'm trying to I'm trying to go through like the inventory of like stuff in my house, and I have gotten rid of a fair chunk of things just because it's I know I'm missing something for sure.
Comic books was another one for me. Like I got like really into comic books. There was like a local comic book shop.
Sure.
And I was reading comics every week, and I was going in on like whatever day that is. It might be like Wednesdays or Thursdays or something is when like new comic day. And what I found that I didn't like about that hobby is that sometimes like the publishers and stuff wouldn't send enough, or they wouldn't send them at all that week, and then I was like missing issues, and it kind of drove me crazy. And then I was like buying back issues on eBay and stuff, and it was just I didn't like it. I didn't like that about it, so I abandoned it.
Well, and the funny thing is when you got into comics or back into comics, it got me back into comics, and I too had the same issue. And again, you just kind of fall out of it because what are you gonna do, dude?
But some people are so good at it. They're like they know like what comics are gonna be worth money. They buy like extra copies of like alt covers and things, and yeah, I digress. Let's move on. Let's the next segment. Oh man, I'm gonna it's like, do I want to go serious or do I want to go fun? Let's keep it light. This is kind of like a dumb challenge. This is for the young folks, This is for all the kids at home. This segment, this is for the chat too. So if you're listening, you have to survive in a Walmart for 24 hours.
Okay.
What aisle are you going to pick? That's the only place in that Walmart that you can be in that 24-hour period. Where are you going to go?
Okay. I will ask some qualifiers here.
Please
because I am that kind of guy. Is that where you will stay, and the only things that you can only use things that are in that aisle? Is that kind of what you're...
Yes.
Okay, got it.
You cannot access the rest of the store. You can only access that one aisle. I think 24 hours is is like a bad one. I mean, anybody can survive for 24 hours in one specific... Let's just say a week.
Oh, sure.
You have to survive an entire week at Walmart. You can only be in one aisle of the store.
Man. Okay. Well... See, what I'm trying to think of is like, obviously you're going to need food. For a week, you're going to need like food and water. And that kind of like relegates you only to the food stuffs area. And I don't want that, dude. Like, I'm not going to read like the back of cereal boxes for a week. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to need something that's entertaining.
That's why it's a challenge. It's like one of those Mr. Beast challenges. Let's just assume, I'm going to make it a little bit easier. I'm going to throw you a lifeline. Let's just assume you have water at the very minimum.
Okay.
You get water. You get water no matter what, but that's it. Just water is a guarantee.
Okay. Oof. Oh, dang it, dude. I thought it was going to come closer. I mean, because I'm a nerd, dude. Is the electronics department like? Am I gonna have to pick a specific aisle?
No, you can just do the entire department.
Okay,
and you have to explain why.
Well, okay, and it's because I would just like play the demos. I would watch all the TVs and stuff. You know what I mean? Like the time would fly if I was in that situations, because it's like, I don't know, dude. I just feel like that to me, oh crap, I knew that. I knew it was going to be bad. I feel like that kind of like defines me. I would love to say that like the book section would be where I'd go, but I don't know, dude. Like I read a lot now, but it's mostly manga. and like I'll get a long book, but it takes me a while to get through. However, I did burn through all 7 of the Dungeon Crawler Carl books in like a month and a half.
Nice.
Because they're just so damn good, dude. But I also had the audiobook help in certain instances.
So wait, do you own all 7 of like the hardbacks?
I own 6 of the hardbacks. The 7th one is coming out in
nice.
the fall. So I had to do the audiobook for the 7th one because it is not.
That's so weird. They released the audiobook before the physical book.
I don't know because if you look at the artwork for the audiobook, it does not match the book itself. And so I think they had books at some point, but I also think I don't know, dude. There's something I'm missing there.
Doomsday,
you know what I mean?
Is it Doomsday scenario?
No, it's the inevitable ruin.
Yeah. You're right. Why don't they have it?
It's like I said, it's coming out in the fall.
Only from Audible, it says.
Okay, so maybe it was just that for a while. Actually, I could probably just jump down and try to find the other ones.
Yeah, it would be hard to be in the book section. I can't really read for like hours and hours and hours on end. I was recently camping, and I tried to read for hours on end. And I read for a few hours, but I couldn't read all day every day. I guess if I was in a Mr. Beast challenge and he was going to pay me a bunch of money, I could probably stomach reading books for an entire week straight, eating or drinking water. But see, you would have nothing to eat in that aisle as well.
True. Yeah, well, but the thing is, like, I'm okay with that. Like, I have fasted for an entire week before, so that's not an issue for me.
You have access to Soylent.
Oh yeah, dude, then I'm fine. Like, I mean, for real, dude. Do
you still buy that stuff?
No, I do not still buy it, but I lived off of it for like a month.
Are they still a company? They are. Soylent.
Yeah, they distribute. I don't know which one. Pick your favorite. Distribute. I don't, dude. It doesn't sound right. Distribute. I don't, dude. I'm sorry.
They are technically delicious. That's 28 vitamins and minerals, 12 brain boosters, 9 essential amino acid, and 0 gluten and dairy and eggs.
Yeah.
Listen, folks, if you don't know what Soylent is, it's like this weird, like
it's people.
It's thick drink concoction that I forget who told me about it. Did you tell me about it, Drew? Okay. Yeah, we drank Soylent when we worked at this company together.
I got in on the ground floor when it was just the big old sack of powder. Like the cat. And yeah, dude. And then I remember like telling everybody about it. And then at that point, they came out with the shakes, like the pre-packaged bottle versions. And if I'm being honest, like I mean, it tastes kind of like pancake batter.
Yeah.
You know,
not great.
Not great. I mean,
but it's everything the body needs.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Like tasty wheat.
Tasty wheat tasted like. What was that actually called?
Big old pile of snot. Big old bowl of snot.
Well, no. Did they have a name for that?
No.
Okay.
But
all the essential vitamins and minerals, everything the body needs.
It doesn't have everything the body needs. Yeah.
Mouse. R.I.P. Mouse.
R.I.P. Man, he had those big guns.
Yeah, dude, he was cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
He was overcompensating, you know? I mean, let's be real.
Totally. Okay. So wait, what aisle did you land on? We're talking about.
I'm in the electronics. I'm playing the demos.
Okay.
You know,
and there's usually snacks and things at the. Let's just assume it's a cool Walmart, because some of them are. They have like little snacks and things in that department.
Oh, crap.
So Drew's got food to eat. We're playing a little game here where we have to survive in one particular aisle or section of a Walmart store for an entire week, where we choose Drew. Naturally, he's the one playing Super Mario 64 here. He chose the electronics section. He's got water. That's like a given. You get water. But yeah, he's going to play his video games. He's going to eat his snacks.
Whatever they have there, you know. It's going to be whatever's on the clip strip, you know.
Exactly. That's That's a good one. I would lean that direction, but I'm going to be a little bit different here. Now, we're at 91 stars. Can we get just take a moment to just bask in the glory of that a little bit?
Carol Baskin. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I got a little brain fart. I would choose if I had to stay at a Walmart for an entire week and I had water as a basic necessity, I would stay in the camping section, dude.
Yeah, I mean that's not a bad place to be.
There's those little like single burner stoves. I've got my water,
Yeah.
I can heat it up, and then they have like those like freeze dried bags of food, and I would just I'll just be eating those. The problem would be combating boredom, and I'm trying to think of something that would be in that aisle that would help with that. I'm sure there's some like how-to fishing guides and some how-to. There's probably some outdoor magazines in that area that I could read. It's been a while since I've like really perused the Walmart camping / outdoor section.
That's the one section that I've actually been in the most recently because I was trying to like buy a cooler or something, and I needed like a cooler bag, Okay, hang on. I definitely went in at the worst possible time because now everything is
awesome.
Everything is off kilter. I just spat all over my screen.
Do you keep little wipes in your office for like?
I don't, but I need
like
to.
LCD screens and whatnot.
No, I need to, man. And what I also need is that little, those like fancy little brushes for like your screens and for cars or whatever for like the dust and stuff. Yeah, I need to do that for real. Oh, click. Don't hit me. Don't hurt me, please. I'm trying to find a thwomp.
So yeah, camping section. Drew is playing Super Mario 64. Not even poorly. Just I don't like this. I don't like this level. It's not my
I don't either.
favorite.
And there's only 2 stars left to get here. And I guess I
apologize to our vertical brethren. There you go. Sometimes Mario 64 is Mario's off center and stuff, and it impedes the view of the viewer. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm not a big challenge guy, but yeah, if Mr. Beast wants to pay me a bunch of money to stay in a Walmart for a week, I would be down, and I think I got enough grit that I could do it. I think. Sure. I think for fat stack of cash, and I'm sure we can find one of those like Mr. Beast bars or something in there when we're.
Oh yeah, Feastables.
Did you get into those at all? Did you try them?
I've tried them.
Did you ever get a Beast Burger?
Yeah, I did. And the chicken sandwich or whatever. And the fries too. I'm kind of disappointed, but I think that is something that is like so inconsistent because it all depends on what restaurant is making it.
Yeah.
And I think mine was like a Denny's, and like
the idea is there though. I think like the idea, but mine took forever to get to my house. So by the time it got there, it was soggy and gross, and it wasn't. It wasn't great. So we're gonna put a fork in that segment, which was survive in a Walmart for 1 week.
Boy, Seth, we sure had fun today, didn't we? So long, folks. Come on, Seth, say goodbye.
Where are we going?
The show's over. See you next time.
Next time? When is that?
Pretty soon. Don't worry.
Pretty soon? But how long is that?
In a little while, man.
But what am I gonna do till then?
You can hit the subscribe button so you can stick around for more content, or feel free to watch some of our past stuff.
Don't forget to come back soon.
Because we'll be waiting here on
Nerd Bleeding the Nerd. What? Nerd Bleeding the Nerd.